Determine f402 of 0 for the function f of x equals cosine of x. So our f of x is cosine of x, which means that its first derivative is negative sine x. Its second derivative will then be derivative of negative sine x. The negative comes along, derivative of sine x is cosine x. The third derivative will be the negative comes along, the derivative of cosine is negative sine. We have negative times that, so that'll become positive sine. And then the fourth derivative will therefore return back to cosine, and it will start the cycle all over again. And what that means here is that every fourth derivative, and we can generalize that by saying f4n of x will be cosine of x, where n is a positive integer. Now, what we want is the 402nd derivative. Now, 402 is not divisible by 4, but 400 is. And therefore, we can write this as the 400th derivative, and then two more derivatives beyond there by indicating with a double prime outside of it. Since that 400 is divisible by 4, it will follow the formula up here. And that 400 derivative will be a cosine of x. Now what we need to do is take two more derivatives beyond there. So let's take the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine x, and then take one more derivative from there. Derivative of sine is cosine. The negative comes along. We have no more derivatives left, so we have just a negative cosine of x. There's our 402nd derivative. What we need to do is evaluate this at 0. We want the 402nd derivative evaluated at 0, which means to plug a 0 in for the x, negative cosine of 0. The cosine of 0 is a 1, and therefore we end up with a negative 1.